Sheilas and fellas, due to his reckless overspending on RTX 5090 gaming PCs paired with his treat addiction, Hank is now officially broke and can no longer afford to review or build gaming PCs. But wait, I have an idea. Why don't we rent a PC instead? Sounds insane, right? Well, surprisingly, there is a company that actually does this. They are called NZXT, and it looks 100% legitimate and certainly doesn't have multiple videos from creators with millions of subscribers calling it an absolute scam. So if we go to their website and actually look at what they have available, we find this Player 3 RTX 5080 rig with a 9800X 3D for $3,349 American rock flag and eagle dollars. Honestly, it's a bit overpriced when we compare it to Micro Center, which offers the same spec PC for $2,599 bucks. But there is a slight difference. While both PCs have 32 gigabytes of RAM, Micro Center's PC only comes with 2 terabytes of storage, while NZXT's comes with a whopping 4 terabytes. So, that makes the price a bit better, considering on Amazon right now, 4 terabytes of storage is going for about $450. But Hank literally only has about 300 bucks in the bank account, so we can't even afford to get this PC, right? Right? Wrong. If we go to the subscribe tab on their website, it will only cost us $279 a month plus a $100 one-time fee, and the first month of rent is free. So technically, it's going to cost us $379 and we can own this bad boy for 2 months and can immediately cancel the subscription straight after. Well, sign me the heck up, mate. I can't wait to get my rental PC in the mail.
Many months later.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and would you look at this sausage? He got his entire body shaved and has been left with this bob-looking hairstyle up the top. You look ridiculous, mate. Slime your barber. But he honestly doesn't care because his NZXT rental PC has arrived in the mail and it is looking good to go. So we've turned it upside down and we'll give it a couple of taps for good luck, and we rip the box up and look at this, mate. She is upside down and we have dropped the accessories box. When we do look inside of this thing, it just comes with the power cable, Wi-Fi antennas, and a couple of extra power supply connectors. Nothing crazy. But once we remove the packaging foam, we are left with a simple plastic bag away from revealing our brand new PC. Well, technically it's not our PC. NZXT still owns it, but it's ours for the next 2 months. So we rip this off, and good lord, mate, I had never seen something packaged like this before. A ton of cardboard with the graphics card looking nice and secure in between, so that's good, I guess. But let's get Hank back in the shot and cover it with my gym t-shirt so we could do the big reveal in front of him. Are you excited, buddy?
Let's go!
Terrific stuff. So let's rip off our dirty t-shirt, and there she is, mate. And I am not going to lie, I am liking what I am seeing so far. Now, it's a very interesting design with some non-ARGB fans stuffed out the back here, but before we judge the aesthetics, we will need 2 firm handshakes from the shaved glizzy and we can turn this baby on. And would you look at that, mate? NZXT saw Hank's name on the rental agreement and set the fans to rainbow ARGB puke, so he is one happy fella. And even better, the LCD AIO already has his face in it, but what the hell LeBron James is going on? The picture is so tiny and square-like. In fact, whether you're doing temperatures or pictures on the LCD AIO, it can only take up this much of the screen, so that kind of sucks if I'm being honest. Every other LCD AIO we work with uses the full screen, so get it together, NZXT, you bums. The case they are using for this Player 3 PC is the H6 Flow, and I am not going to lie, it looks kind of ridiculous because you have these 5 huge ARGB fans at the front, but then you have these 3 fans that bring air into the case, which are non-ARGB. That is a huge pet peeve of Hank's, mate. Either make them all ARGB or none of them, you filthy animals. In saying that, though, the airflow into this case is insane, which NZXT is very well known for. So other than these small first world problems, the cable management is very nice, the build quality is sturdy, it's not bad, but honestly, the case just isn't my cup of tea. But let me know down below in the comments, do you like the look of this thing, or are you throwing up as we speak? So before we start ripping out the components, let me just get this out of the way. Whatever you do, do not rent a PC from any company. This is a terrible idea. Ever since I rented this thing out, I've been getting these awful ads from NZXT saying these PCs are next level without breaking the bank. NZXT, you can shove this ad up your ass, mate. It's $270 per month. That is a horrendous price, and it's literally targeted towards people who cannot afford these high-end PCs. So they definitely should not be spending $270 per month to rent one, so I just wanted to be clear, yes, this is a scam and a very stupid idea, and at the end, we will see whether or not it is actually worth purchasing this thing outright for the $3,350 United States pizza pie price point, but NZXT should be ashamed offering it as a rental service. So with that disclaimer out of the way, it's time to see what NZXT gives you for $270 per month, starting with the GPU, and once we rip it out, we have my favorite RTX 5080 graphics card, the Asus Prime OC variant. This baby is a sleek, elegant black and silver design with a brushed aluminum feel, great build quality, and only a 2-slot card, so it can fit into almost any PC with ease, but it's long enough with its 3 fans to fill out most cases. But it's not just a good looking fella, it also comes with this fat sag bracket that actually connects to the case, and it works very well, so that's a nice touch by NZXT. But on top of that, it is also one of the best performing GPU variants in terms of cooling that we have tested. If we run this baby under 100% load using Firmark, it tops out at a maximum temperature of 6-7, and when we throw a few graphically demanding games on the screen and run them at 4K, even when they are running under a consistent 98 to 100% load during these games, it usually sits anywhere from the high 50s to low 60s and delivers exceptional FPS performance. So even though renting a PC is a complete scam, at least they included a good GPU, and right now, if you were to buy this brand new, it would cost you $1,369.99 on Amazon. So it's definitely on the higher end of currently available 5080s, given the cheapest one we could find is $1,180 at Micro Center or $1,250 on Amazon. Moving on to the M.2, and this is where the PC is quite unique. When we remove the heatsink, we are slapped in the face with a 4TB M.2 from WD Blue, and yes, you heard me right, 4TB, mate. 99% of pre-builts in 2026 come with 2 or 1TB due to the price hike, so this is a welcome surprise if you are actually purchasing this PC. But given that we are just renting this bad boy, who actually cares, mate? This particular M.2 is one of the more cheaper 4TB NVMe's you can get right now, and when I say cheaper, I don't mean that it's terrible. I mean that it costs 450 American cream cheese bagels to buy brand new off Amazon, which is cheaper than most M.2s that I can see right now, and that makes me physically sick. You can go suck a fat one 2026 and your stupid AI data centers. Moving on to the RAM, and this is where NZXT slaps me straight in the face with my $270 per month rental agreement. It comes with 2 16GB T-Force Vulcan sticks for a total of 32GB clocked at a dreadful 5,200 mega transfers per second alongside a CL of 40. So this is truly bottom of the barrel RAM for an exorbitant rental price. Thanks for that, NZXT, you bums. Would it hurt you to at least stick some ARGB on the top to give me 5 more frames per second for every single game I play? Gee whiz. Anyway, next up, let's take a look at their AIO. It is their very own NZXT Kraken Plus 360 liquid cooler, and as I said before, it is literally only capable of putting a very small square-like image on the LCD screen, and the quality is atrocious. Even when you put the temperatures up on this, it is miniature, and this thing literally costs you $150 to purchase brand new on Amazon. Meanwhile, Thermalright literally sells LCD AIOs for half the price on Amazon, and the picture takes up the full screen, so get that one instead. But maybe you don't care about that nonsense, mate. Maybe you only care about its performance, and keep in mind the PC we need to cool has a pretty toasty Ryzen 7 9800X3D. Still one of the best gaming CPUs on the market right now with its 8 cores, 16 threads, and X3D V-Cache, so can it keep this baby nice and cool? Meh, not under 100% load in Firmark, unfortunately. When we use this program to push the CPU to its limits, the temperature sits at 92 degrees, which isn't great, but this isn't realistic for 99% of its use case. When we look at the temperatures in games, it's perfectly fine. It sits anywhere from 50 to 65 degrees, so she does get the job done when you're gaming, but no way would I recommend buying it for your own personal build for $150. I honestly think it looks terrible, but that's just my personal opinion, and I am a dumb sausage dog after all. Let me know down in the comments if you've had a better experience with it. So with the cooler removed and the CPU bare bones naked, we can now see the motherboard, and it is this Asus Prime B850 Plus Wi-Fi, and hey, it's a pretty decent motherboard, 3 M.2 slots, decent enough VRMs for the 9800X3D, PCIe 5 connectivity for the top M.2 and graphics card, and an okay, if not below average rear I.O. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she's fine, mate. At least this PC comes with a B8 3850 motherboard, unlike some of those other $3,000 PCs that come with a B650 motherboard. iBuy scammers. Oh, sorry, where are my manners? I mean iBuy power. But even still, I don't know, mate. For a $3,350 PC, I'd rather get an X870 motherboard if I'm being honest, as it's a lot of cheddar to spend. And I don't think I'm asking too much because right now, for example, Micro Center has a 9850 X3D PC, which has 64 gigabytes of RAM, so better than this current PC. But to be fair, it only has a 2TB M.2, but even still, it costs $2,999.99. So $350 less than this PC, and it comes with an X870 ASRock motherboard. We have reviewed it previously, and it's a very good PC. So personally, this NZXT is not competitive comparing it to something like this, but if you don't live near a Micro Center and desperately want 4 terabytes, purchasing this NZXT PC outright for $3,350 isn't the end of the world, mate. So with that out of the way, let's throw on a tiny bit of thermal paste onto this spicy hot 9800 X3D. Screw the cooler back down little by little each side until it's on nice and tight. Shove the terrible 5200 mega transfers per second RAM back into sockets 2 and 4 and throw in our favorite RTX 5080 variant so we could flip this thing around and have a look at the power supply in the back door. And when we do turn this thing around, we can see they have good levels of ventilation going into the back here for where the power supply fan is, and look at what they did to my boy Hank. This barber straight up massacred him. He looks like a chihuahua, but anyway, we removed the back cover and alright, NZXT. The cable management is acceptable, not too bad at all, especially when we compare it to Hank's cable management, mate. He sucks at that. But unfortunately, we can't see the brand of the power supply, so surely given this is a 5080 and 9800 X3D PC and costs $3,350, they would include a 1000 watt power supply, right? Right? Wrong. It comes with the NZXT C850 watt 80 plus gold power supply. Now, apparently it is TA on the PSU tiers list, so that is great, but mate, give me 1000 watts for my $3,000 PC, you dirty buggers. Technically, 850 watts for anything with these specs are fine, but for over 3K, I think it's unacceptable, mate, but maybe I am just a lunatic with a fat wiener. Wiener dog, mate. Get your mind out of the gutter. So what do I think of this PC overall? For a $270 rental, I hate it. I actually despise it. The fact that this is an option is despicable, and NZXT makes me sick, but what do I think of it for $3,350 if you purchase it outright? Honestly, I think it's very average for the price. Like, for under 3K, I could definitely see the vision, but like we said before, that Micro Center RTX 5080 9850 X3D is tons better value for $3,000, mate. And if you don't live near a Micro Center, you can also buy some pretty decent RTX 5080 PCs on Newegg. Here's one, for example, that looks pretty good for the price. Plus, overall, I just hate the aesthetics of this case. It's big, clunky, has a mixture of ARGB and non-ARGB fans. Plus, the LCD screen sucks. I am a hard pass on it, but can you build this yourself using similar brand new components for cheaper? Well, let's find out, and the cheapest way to do this right now is by using a bundle from Newegg or Micro Center. The cheapest bundle we could find is definitely at Micro Center. You get an MSI X870E motherboard, 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM clocked at 6000 mega transfers per second, and the 9800 X3D. And all of this will cost you the low price of $830, which sounds pretty lovely to me. But if you don't live near a Micro Center, don't stress, mate. You can get a similar bundle with an X870 Mag Tomahawk Wi-Fi board, which in my opinion is much better, and it also comes with a 240mm AIO cooler. And all of this can be yours for $1,090, so not awful, but definitely not as good as Micro Center. And if you don't live near a Micro Center, what are you doing with your life? Hank literally left his friends, family, and twin sister Shaniqua back in Australia to move closer to a Micro Center, so if he can do it, so can you, mate. Moving on to the PSU, and we ain't settling for no trash 850 watt PSU for an RTX 5080 PC. We are going for this 1050 watt 80 plus gold tier A on the PSU tiers list PSU from Montech. $90 brand new on Amazon. An insane deal right now. Don't hesitate on this one, mate. For the GPU, we are back at Micro Center. This RTX 5080 is $1,180, so not awful for July of 2026. For the case, let's go with something a bit more fancy. This Sama V62 looks incredible. It comes with 7 Infinity fans, and here it is in the flesh with a PC that Hank built previously, and it looks looks simply lovely. We will be showcasing this build on a future episode, so look forward to that, mate. And right now, if you wanted to buy this case brand new, it is $120 on Newegg, which honestly is a bit more expensive than some of the budget cases we work with, but I love it, so spoil yourself because, mate, if you don't do it, who else will? In terms of the NVMe, the cheapest 4TB M.2 that we could find was actually the one that came in this NZXT machine for $450 off Amazon. An outrageous price, but unfortunately, I think it's going to keep getting worse. We are so cooked when it comes to PC building. So finally, to finish our masterpiece off, we have the AIO, and this baby right here has never let us down. The Thermalright Frozen Warframe 360 for an incredible $6-7. Now, yes, it does come with all black fans, and our case has 7 Infinity fans, but fear not, ladies and gentlemen. We can swap them out for a 3-pack of Ford Blade Jungle Leopard Prism 6 fans for $19 off Amazon, and these babies look tremendous. So we have the price of everything laid out on the screen right now, and keep in mind the parts we included in this monster have a better X870E motherboard, 32GB of 6000 megatransfers per second RAM, and a much higher wattage A-tier PSU, and despite all of that, we absolutely smashed the price of that NZXT PC, coming in at $2,756 United States Matt Damons. What a victory for the Glizzy and all of us that want to build PCs for ourselves. And for those of you that don't live near a micro center, if we did use that $1,090 bundle from Newegg instead and get this $1,250 RTX 5080 Zotac OC edition off Amazon instead of the Gigabyte version from Micro Center, we still come in well under the NZXT PC at $3,086 United States bucks. So what did we learn today? Never rent a PC from NZXT or any company, mate. It is 100% a scam. Me and the Glizzy love ya. Goodbye.